Hi, my name is Jacob Tucker, and today I will be talking to you about dissociative identity disorder. Now, dissociative identity disorder was previously known as multiple personality disorder, but was changed in DSM-4. Now, the symptoms or criteria for dissociative identity disorder is that there's a presence of at least two or more distinct identities. At least two of these identities recurrently take control over one's behavior. Man, it's not uncommon for the patient to have identities that resemble the id, the ego, and the superego, having one that would be nice and patient, and one that's more aggressive, and one that's in the middle. The inability to recall personal information, above normal forgetfulness.
Hey, Jacob!
My name is Steven. Dude, dissociative identity disorder is not caused by medical conditions or substances, but mostly from experiences. Identities display distinct, unique behaviors, voice, and posture. Now, a bit of the terminology for dissociative identity disorder. First, there's the alters, which are all the different identities or personalities that one has. A host is the identity that keeps all the other identities together. And a switch is a quick transition from one personality to another. One theory as to why psychologists believe that people get dissociative identity disorder is they believe that children create different identities to help them get through traumatizing situations. For example, a child may create an identity that feeds off of sexual encounters after being molested as a young whippersnapper. So another theory is that dissociative identity disorder can be caused by severe head injury that would induce amnesia and other types of dissociative experiences, although this type can be easily treated. Man, for the last 2 minutes I've had the worst headache. I really don't remember what went on. Individuals who experience dissociative amnesia or fugue state usually get better on their own. They remember what all they've forgotten. For dissociative identity disorder, it's not that easy. Let me tell you this. The main goal for treating dissociative identity disorder is to identify and neutralize all the triggers that provoke memories of trauma or dissociation. So another thing that the patient must do is that they have to relive and confront the early trauma that got them this way to start with. By reliving and confronting the terrible experience, the patient will gain a sense of control. The therapist will use this to turn the traumatizing experience into just a horrible, horrible memory. Another way to treat dissociative identity disorder is by hypnotherapy. Did you say hydrotherapy? No, of course not. Hypnotherapy. Since the memory is unconscious, hypnosis is used to tap into the unconscious, into the memories, to bring all the various alters into awareness. But there is no evidence that says hypnosis is a necessary part of treatment for dissociative identity disorder. The average number of identities associated with one patient of the dissociative identity disorder is 15. And if you've been keeping up at home, I'm just one shy. Even though the average is 15, some have up to 100 different identities. Although anyone can get this disorder, it is far more likely to occur in females than it is males. Also, the onset of this disorder is almost always derived from one's childhood. Although one is not diagnosed until typically 7 years after the disorder is already present, if not properly taken care of or treated correctly, this disorder could remain there for the rest of their life. There have been cases of dissociative identity disorder being faked by people trying to avoid stressful situations, responsibilities, or actions. Because of this, some statistics may be skewed. Dissociative identity disorder is a very interesting disorder with a lot of different variables that could play in. Personally, I thoroughly enjoyed the research, and the making of this project. I hope that you enjoyed all the identities that helped identify dissociative identity disorder. Thank you.